How's it going, everybody? So, I just read this article by Vox, and the economic ignorance in this article is so deep, I just have to give a response. And so, the title of the article is Saudi Arabia invested $3.5 billion into Uber, and that could be bad news for the global economy. And the core argument here that the author is trying to make is the author defines the investment in Uber as not being something that is adding to the productive economy, but is instead creating a price war that doesn't do anything good for the global economy. And it makes absolutely no sense. And just to give some clarification as to what this author is intending to try to say, I guess, with saying productive economy, is they compare it to Tesla, that is, a car company with Elon Musk, saying that they raised $2 billion to help expand its production facilities. And they're trying to say that, okay, well, look, it's producing cars or something with manufacturing or factories, and somehow that is somehow more of a productive capital invested. And the thing that makes absolutely no sense here is the idea of what it means to have price wars. If you have price wars, that means that people are paying less money for a good or service that they would have otherwise been paying more money for, right? If you have a price war, okay, well, you're having competition come in, make things less expensive for those who are purchasing, in this case, transportation services. And the savings that are found in this situation are those who are the customers. So here it is, you're trying to say, oh, it's not adding to anything productive, but meanwhile, it's the customers who are the ones saving money. And when someone is saving money, they're able to use that money for other things, such as consumption of other products, goods, or services that could be adding to whatever relative productive, thing this author's trying to say. It's, is its own economic ignorance. Again, productive has absolutely no meaning without thinking about subjective wants. It's all relative. All value is subjective. And I've talked about this before in another video, but the simple example you could always just give it: if you're out stranded in a desert and you're about to die, a gold bar might be seen as globally as something that's valuable, but to the person who's about to die of thirst, it's worthless. A gold bar doesn't help save you from that situation. That's the simplest example you can give to someone that really all value is just subjective. So this author is trying to subjectively value that if investments being made into factories or something material, that is somehow more worthy or more productive. And if you invest in a company that is saving people money by offering a type of ride-sharing service, and so they're paying less to use taxis or possibly even bigger cars, limos, so on and so forth, that is somehow an indication that things are bad for the global economy. That's just absolutely ignorant. It takes a real lack of imagination, a real lack of economics understanding, a real lack of math understanding to not see the other side, which is, okay, well, if there's not more money going into the purses of taxis and other types of companies in this competitive market, well, then where's that money going instead? And obviously it's with the people who are saving money, and those people can use that money for whatever it is they'd like. Saving it for something bigger, making a capital investment. Maybe they are using it to buy other things that maybe could be considered productive. Maybe the money they're saving on doing something allows them to buy something that even the author thinks is more productive. So this boils down to an article of pure economic ignorance, and they're trying to say, like, again, companies like Tesla that could transfer $1 billion into productive capital assets. Again, what is a productive capital asset? It means nothing unless it's subjectively wanted. Now, there are market signals that are saying Tesla's electric cars, yeah, people want those. Huge pre-order buys, $1,000 down payments on the new Teslas, the 30K models. That is $30,000 price models. But still, if some other technology comes along and puts that to shame and puts it out, they could also go bankrupt and all those investments go belly up. Again, this is about consumers winning. When people are able to pay lower prices, people are the ones who, that is generally the consuming public, are the ones who are winning. The only issues that actually arise are at the bottom level of ethics, and that's, okay, was there anything that was produced based on actual slavery labor, not low-wage labor, but actual slavery labor produced on theft. In other words, people who are stealing resources from others, pillaging, murder, blah blah, all without getting into the geopolitics things. Again, as long as those aspects, the ethical aspects underpinning, are fine, there's nothing else to it. It's just consumer choice. And when people have more money in their pockets, they're able to spend it on more things. It's really a broken window fallacy, the classic economics example. The idea that, oh, if a window's broken, that spurs the economy because now the window maker can go and fix it. But then again, the person whose window is broken is now not able to spend money on something else they could have purchased instead of replacing the window. And so that part, the economics of the unseen, is missed. So this is really silly. It's one of those articles I just sat there and I'm like, okay, I gotta just talk about this because this whole productive, capital thing is really meaningless without thinking about all value as being subjective. And also, if you're wondering about subjective values that are most commonly shared, I do have a video about that too. Talk about base economic wealth, my definitions as to human subjective needs, what those things are in terms of efficiencies in providing those base needs. But that's, again, another topic. If you want a precursor to some of the things here, I'd recommend checking that out. All right, everybody, I'll talk to y'all later.